Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So if you follow me here on the channel or on Mopar Insiders, you know that for the past several months, I've been talking about Antonio Filosa is going to hold a Capital Markets Day event where he's going to highlight his future plans for Stellantis. Well, after months of hearing, hey, it's going to be in the first half of 2026, it's going to be at the end of January. Obviously, we're here at the end of January. It hasn't happened yet. We heard that it's going to happen probably in July at the very beginning of the second half of 2026. No. And then recently he just kept saying that, hey, we're going to do it before the end of the first half of 2026. Well, today we have an official date. So instead of calling it Capital Markets Day, which was what kind of like Sergio Marchionne used to call it back in the day when it was FCA, they are going to have their Stellantis Investor Day 2026. Now, keep in mind, if you just watched my video about, Ram ProMaster vans, I highlighted Chris Fuel, who took over for Tim Kuniskis at that event back in 2024. And in 2024, at the time, Carlos Tavares was still in control of the company, and Dare Forward 2030 was what they were pushing, the strategic plan for 50% battery electric vehicles by 2030 in the US, and then 100% battery electric vehicles by 2030 in Europe. Obviously, plans have changed. The EV pushback has happened here in the US. There's still about up to about 20-25% of customers still want battery electric vehicles, according to various surveys and whatnot. But for a majority of people here in the US, they don't want battery electric vehicles. So Antonio Filosa understands that, and he's come out with a new plan. And he's already put a lot of it in motion. Obviously, we've seen the Hemi return in the Ram 1500. We've seen the new Cherokee being launched with a hybrid powertrain. So he wants to do a little bit of everything. We've seen that they've moved away from plugins, and now they're looking at more at range-extending electric vehicles. So people don't have that anxiety of, range anxiety. There's just a lot of things going on. So Antonio's basically making it so there is a vehicle for everybody. Now, he's also highlighted that, hey, they're looking into sub $30,000 vehicles for many of the brands, not just Jeep with the upcoming Renegade. We heard from Chris Fuel, who's the Chrysler CEO, that she is looking into she said a vehicle. We don't know if it's going to be a car or an SUV, but nonetheless, they're looking into a sub $30,000 vehicle. She said that at Carlisle Nationals.
The average transaction price of a new car, believe it or not, is $49,000. And that doesn't work for most consumers who are looking for a new vehicle. So we are working on whether you call it a small car or a compact car, but something that can actually transact under $30,000 and really compete in the heart of the segment, but still be beautiful and fun to drive and aspirational, because you want people to feel proud about not just what they're driving, but the fact that it's wearing a Chrysler badge.
But there is a lot of stuff going on, so we might see some plans for affordable vehicles coming forward. Again, this whole outline that he's going to do is not just for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, but it's going to be for all of the 14 brands. So we're going to see stuff from Alfa Romeo, Maserati, Fiat, DS, Peugeot, Lancia, Citroen. There's going to be, every brand's going to be highlighted, and it's going to be very interesting to see where they're going with their portfolio. So we should get an idea of the future product that's coming, but also like the future manufacturing footprint. There's just a lot of questions that will probably be answered in May. So this is exciting. This should be very exciting for investors. This should be very exciting for fans, and hopefully we'll get to see where the brands are going forward. So again, May 21st. I'll be covering it. Hopefully I'll be there at the event. I'm going to try to, with my media background, hopefully I'm there. But I cannot wait to see what Antonio's plans are. Tell me down below, what do you guys think? Where do you think Antonio's going to go with the brands? Do you think he's going to drop some brands? Do you think he's going to maybe merge some brands together? We've been hearing a lot of things lately. Tell me what you think down below. What would you guys like to see Antonio do going from 2026 to 2031? Leave your comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.